Hello, hello, hello. Today we are discussing elementary age children. Again, still, that's the topic we're on because there's a lot to cover. So it's a great age of children. Hopefully, they don't have cell phones, so they're not wrapped up in technology. But they still love you. They want to cuddle with you. They want to hug you. Anyway, my name is Jennifer Sherman. Welcome to my class. I teach for different corporations and I help with strategies on work-life balance, as well as managing your own stress and being able to take care of things in the house. So what I wanted to reach on today is really just managing stress of your kids. Nowadays, it's coming out more and more that our children are having so much anxiety over things and lots of stress. Well, we want to help them manage it because, as you know, and as an adult, life gets much harder when you're older, not in elementary school. So if your child is having so much anxiety, so much fear, so much stress, let's manage that now so that they understand how to manage it later. Couple different tools. I've talked in earlier videos about disciplining children and how in my house we sit in seiza, Japanese form of sitting on your knees. And that helps teach them that it's not really a punishment, it's about controlling your emotions and your breath so that your emotions don't control you. The same thing goes for teaching your kids about stress. When you feel that their anxiety level is going up, talk to them about, oh, hey, what are you feeling? Oh, my stomach's hurting a little bit. I have to go to the bathroom. I feel like there's butterflies in my stomach. Oh, okay. Are you excited about something? Are you worried that something's going to happen? Well, a little bit of both. And so then if it's a little bit of both, you want to really talk about like the positive stuff about it. Yeah, you want to do well on something. You want to turn something in on time. That's a good thing. That's totally normal. That's great. Let's make sure that we don't let everything else come into our way and stress us out. So things that you can do, let's just take a break. Let's just sit here and talk. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll put on some tea. I'll put on my kettle of water and we can sit down and have tea. Do you want to make hot chocolate with me and we can sit outside for a second and listen to the birds? There are certain ways you could distract them. And while you're distracting them, you're not ignoring the issue and trying to ignore what they are feeling. You're teaching them that at that moment when they're so overwhelmed and stressed, to step away from it for a second, because then the moment they go back into it, you can point out and say, hey, how do you feel? Wow, I feel a lot better this time. Great. Because the truth is, you're going to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Sometimes it's going to be amazing and sometimes it's not going to be that great. That's life. So if we teach our children to really take a step back, I think it was Dr. Brené Brown. Her most recent book, and forgive me if I get this wrong, but her most recent book talks about how when we feel so overwhelmed, and we don't want to overuse that term because we're talking about the moment where our levels are just above our control and we literally freeze and we can't move, we can't think of anything. Not a to-do list, nothing. The only thing to help us through that time is actually to take a break. One thing I tell my high school students is the same thing I tell my elementary children. When you feel that, it's your body's way of saying, I need a break. Let me take a step back. That's perfectly normal. That's a great thing to recognize. So teach it to your children young that when they're starting to feel those emotions, it's okay to feel them. It's good to understand what you're feeling. But in the long game, those feelings will go away and you will get done whatever it is that you needed to get done. And so sometimes we need to just take a step outside and think about nothing or something completely different from what they were worried about or thinking about. So my advice to you really is to start that when your children are not feeling overwhelmed and talk to them about, hey, listen, when we feel like we have a lot to do or we're getting upset, all we have to do is take 10 deep breaths. All we have to do is put the dog on a leash and take a little short walk. Or, oh, we can lay here in Shavasana and let's close our eyes. And let's put cucumbers on our eyes. And then you can come up with all kinds of things that'll be so fun for an elementary kid. But what you're really doing is you're giving them the tools. So later in life, when they do feel those feelings of complete overwhelm, they have the tools and the ability to already take a step back and control it so that their emotions don't control them. I hope you like this short educational video. If you have any other questions or specific topics you want to talk about, just message me down below. And I look forward to our more lessons with you. Have a great day. You are amazing. So if nobody told you that already, you're awesome for taking the time to learn about how to be a better parent. Talk to you soon.